Hey guys, welcome back to another video today, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the new limited car that will only be available for 48 hours. It is a supercar, and I actually predicted the name correctly. It is actually called the Javelin. I'll be showing you the top speed of the Javelin, if it's worth it or not, and all that stuff, and I'm also going to be telling you everything else about the other 5 days of vehicles in case you missed out. So yeah, before we jump right into the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. Anyway, let's go ahead and just get right into this. So if you're looking for where the Javelin is, it's actually right over here. It's at the town, and it's right next to the $1 million dealership, and you'll see this right over here, 48 hours limited. So you can actually go over here and buy the Javelin, which costs $929,000, which is actually pretty expensive. I was not expecting it to cost that much. It's nearly $1 million. So that part was pretty surprising to me. Anyway, the new vehicle is actually based on the Koenigsegg Jesko, for people wondering. And yeah, this is the second Koenigsegg to the game. So first we actually got the Torpedo, and now we have the Jesko. Well, they call it the Javelin in Jailbreak in order to avoid copyright and stuff. Anyway, yeah, this is just the speed with like no engine upgrades. I believe you can go up to like 200 miles an hour without any engine upgrades. I've not upgraded this at all. Anyway, speaking of, upgrades and stuff, there's actually some new stuff. So first of all, there's actually a new rim. It's called Subcarbon, and it's actually cost $75,000. And this is what it looks like right over here, the Subcarbon rims. There's also new body colors. Over here, there's Hottest Pink, which is $5,000. Let's go ahead and buy that. And then we also got Maroon. We also got Navy Blue, which I really like a lot. And finally, we got Real Green, so we're going to buy that. I think I'm going to stick with Navy Blue. I'm also going to equip that for the second body color. Actually, I do like Maroon, so I think maybe, I'll do Navy Blue for now. Alright, so I'm going to try to speed test this out. I'm using my, regular speed test route right over here, but we're going to see, how fast it can go. Now, I believe it can actually go 300 miles an hour. I've actually done it and tested it, and yeah, look at that. We're about to hit 300, but exactly how fast? Yeah, look at that, 300 miles an hour, but it can actually go faster, because Asino did say that the Javelin would have similar to Torpedo-like performance. So you can really expect the Javelin to perform similar to Torpedo. Now, however, we don't exactly know if it's actually better performing than Torpedo or not. Keep in mind that Torpedo's max speed is actually 350 miles per hour. So it's actually a really, really fast vehicle, and we don't actually know if this is actually faster or not. However, I will have a video out comparing the Torpedo to the Javelin. So that's probably going to be out tomorrow or the day after. So stay tuned for that. I'll try to compare it as best as I can, and you'll see which one is actually better. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that the Torpedo in 2018 actually cost $750,000. However, you did need to be level 30 for Season 1 or level 5 for Season 2, the OG seasons. And this one over here, the Javelin actually cost $929,000. So it does actually cost more than the Torpedo. Anyway, this is what the Javelin's interior actually looks like. It's a very well-designed interior, and it's actually by NERFED, a prominent Jailbreak community creator. Also, when you get out of the car, there is a really smooth animation. As well as getting in, there's also an animation with the door sliding in. I think I also saw the windows actually roll up. That's also another cool thing about this vehicle. The Javelin has a very nice animation. Another thing is that it only holds 2 passenger seats, so it's only driver and passenger. There's also some other changes, like there's some nerfs. There's also some other changes, like there is a nerf to the shell Mark-5. They actually nerfed it by 10%. They didn't want it to be too, that was actually pretty fast for a vehicle that only cost $92,000, so they actually nerfed it. And also the fire station here is now white and red, so yeah, there's actually some color for it. These are the whole list of changes. There's a lot, but I think I went over the most important ones. Anyway, for the other 4 cars this week, we actually got the ambulance. The ambulance actually got revamped. It's right over here at the hospital in the city. And yeah, I got revamped to look like a ambulance with actually more detail. So it's actually a detailed interior, and you can close the door with a closing door animation. And I gotta say, if you compare this to the 2018 ambulance, obviously this one will be better. Oh, I actually forgot to go over this, and that is there's a new rocket fuel look. So if you use rocket fuel now, that's what it looks like. And I actually prefer the older versions of the rocket fuel. I think I like it more. Maybe I'm not really used to it, but yeah, there's new rocket fuel. Like there's a new look for it now. For day 3, we actually got the desert crawler, and it actually got moved over here to the military base. It used to actually spawn all the way over there, but now it's right over here. So yeah, this is the desert crawler. It's a very, very good off-road vehicle, and it has really, really good handling. It's actually one of my favorites, honestly. For day 2, we actually got the fire truck, and it's actually right over here. You gotta go to Crater City, and it's over here after the casino. There is the fire truck, and I actually got revamped as well. There's also a new fire station. Before there was no fire station, now there is finally a fire station, and yeah, this is the fire truck. And lastly, for day one, we got the Shell Mark-5, which costs $92,000, and it spawns right over here at the Crater City gun shop. So right over here is the Shell Mark-5. So there we go. That is it. For 5 days in a row, we basically got an update, and there's a new vehicle every single day. It was a very exciting past 5 days. I live streamed every single one of the days. So yeah, pretty intense. But, you know, for my final thoughts about, you know, today's vehicle, the limited vehicle, I would definitely recommend to buy it. Even if you don't like it, you can actually trade it away in the future for something pretty good. So I would really highly recommend you buy it. So yeah, you actually have 2 days to get this. Well, starting now, it's less than 2 days. So yeah. Alright, for the people wondering why you actually can't, like, trade with this, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys actually just bought it and be like, hey, I can't really trade it. And that's because you can't actually trade it until it actually goes off sale. Although the car is limited, currently it is not limited because you can buy it, you can buy it right now, right? So it's not actually limited right now, but in 48 hours, it'll be limited because no one could buy it anymore. But right now, it could be bought by pretty much anybody if you have the cash for it. And the reason for this is because, you know, Steven doesn't want people to, you know, have, like, a bunch of cash and then they just buy it and then trade it to their alt account and then buy it again to stock up on it. You know, it's just a way to prevent that. Anyway, I've seen a lot of comments like asking me and saying like, hey Brian, do you think this is actually like a Torpedo ripoff? Do you think this is gonna ruin the value of the Torpedo? And here is my take on it. So first of all, the Javelin has the lowest timer. Like, it's only available for 48 hours, which is a very short amount of time, which means there's gonna be a low amount of owners. Like the M12 Molten was available for like 1 week, so this is only 48 hours. So it's gonna be less owners, which I feel that people are gonna be trading for it for more stuff because there's less owners. And I feel like people might trade like a Brulee or a Bolide for this because of its speed. It is pretty fast. And I feel people might want the Torpedo less. There'll be less demand for the Torpedo because this is pretty much like an updated version of the Torpedo. It is a different model than the Torpedo, but still, as a Koenigsegg. And lastly, I think this will make the competitive market, you know, for, you know, trading, it's going to be a lot more competitive for, you know, fast vehicles. So it's going to make the market more competitive. That's my opinion on this. Now, this may change. We'll see when this becomes limited, how the trading does, you know, what the value would be. You'll see, pretty much. From what I hear about this vehicle is that it has pretty good maneuverability, better than the Torpedo. But yeah, I will see. So in tomorrow's or maybe the day after tomorrow, I'll have a video out basically going over the Torpedo versus the Javelin. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Bye!